Liza and Nigel with attic rats. We're about to solve it.
Solve it.
Figure it out. Anyways, you guys we're gonna get started right now. I love the pink door.
I do too.
Sorry. Nice, but like funny dog.
Hey.
We rescued him. We wanted a small
How are
one.
ya?
And then...
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right, so tell us what's going on here. So based on the phone conversation, you guys did an ADU in the back, correct?
Yep.
But the main problem is the main house.
It's this house.
Yes, this
Okay.
I don't think there's anything in the...
Got
Nothing
it.
in the
Okay.
ADU.
Hope not.
And how long have you guys been dealing with the rodents?
I mean, it's only really come to our attention...
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think it's been an issue for a while.
For a while, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us back to where you're hearing the noise?
It sounds like it's on the roof.
Have you had other pest control companies out?
Yeah.
And
We've
what
had
if-
multiple pest control companies. We had a rat problem before, but it doesn't seem like they were in the sewer. They just were able to set traps and stuff around the perimeter.
Okay, so they did all the exclusions on the exterior portion. That seemed to slow things down for a while? Okay.
Yeah.
And then several weeks ago, the activity has reoccurred.
Yeah.
Got it.
We did the construction, and so one of the exterminators was like, I can't see where they're getting in, and I feel like they're probably in
the sewer. Based on your understanding, what was the original layout before? Do you guys have any idea?
So this, in the 90s, you mean?
Yes.
This was all added on.
Okay,
so
so
the
all-
original house is actually probably stops where this step is.
Yeah, the original
Okay.
house stops there.
So Dave removed the clean out.
Identified some scratching at the very, very bottom. They're fresh.
So I personally spoke to Liza over the phone, and you could just hear the pain in her voice, because right behind me is an ADU, and they were dealing with a very, very unqualified contractor. So that was a nightmare. As soon as they dealt with that, they began to hear rat activity, and they're again just frustrated with this whole thing of living into this home. So let's figure this out for them today for sure.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is like a dream crawl space.
You're gonna regret that, I promise you.
All right, guys, it's one of those days where we just don't want to crawl underneath a dirty crawl space. Just not feeling it. The only way that it's fair if we do our rock, paper, scissors. I'm gonna win. You're gonna go under. He's going under.
Fight!
Well, Dave, I get to be out here in this fresh air. Pretty stylish today, though. We've got the beautiful 501 denim.
Ooh, look at this.
You look fabulous.
Say bye.
See ya. See you later. Have a good day.
All right, well, this is a really nice crawl space. Easier to crawl here, this type of space. I'm looking at the pipe to see if there's any chew marks. I'm looking at the dust here to see if there's any runways that the rats are using. So one tip, when you're in a crawl space, really just take your time and observe, because you just never know how they're getting in. But don't rush a crawl space inspection.
Noted, thank you.
All right, let's head towards the master where they're hearing that activity and see if we could see anything that's suspect. This is gonna be tight to get into here. I don't know if my muscle mass is gonna be able to fit through here. See how tight this is? Oh, I do see some rub marks on the pipe here. Don't know if that's rodent activity. I gotta get in here though. Uh-oh, I just tore my brand new crawl suit. Or is that my underwear? Oh, shoot. I'm stuck. I made it. What do you guys think? Now we have to look for rat droppings. Ooh, look at this. Chew marks there. Okay, now I just gotta wait till the smoke machine kicks on. And I'm gonna stay under here and see if I can identify any smoke coming out of these floorboards here. I could be here for 5 minutes. I could be here for 20 minutes. I could be here for an hour. Anyways, how is everybody these days? Thanks again, guys. Let's just take this moment. We're getting a lot of great feedback, so I love all the comments. I love you guys sharing our videos. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps the algorithm get our videos out there more. As you can see, we put a lot of work, try to educate and have fun while we're chasing these rats down. So again, just wanted to take a moment and say thank you for all the support.
All right, so here's the entry of the attic. Plastic everything off, protecting Liza's and Nigel's clothes. Check this out. A lot of activity here, a lot of rodent droppings. One of the things that I've discovered is that the other pest control companies didn't secure their traps. You could see that they trapped a rat and it got away, but it also deployed and it caught some of the insulation. That's why securing your traps to the wood is super, super important. So that way if these do get deployed, they don't flip over. You could tell that the bait's gone as well.
That's sloppy work.
So one quick tip, if you're hiring those pest control companies and you do have attic rats, make sure that they're strapping and securing their rat traps. You don't want this. This is the last thing you want, is to be paying for pest control, for trapping and monitoring, and this happens. All right, guys, we've got this entire waste and vent system filled up with smoke here in the attic. We're not getting anything.
20 minutes later.
All right, well, looks like it's going to be another 15, 20 minutes. What they're saying is they injected smoke up on the vent system, went up in the attic, they saw smoke. The condensation line from the AC unit is connected directly to the vent system, so we're getting smoke coming out of the AC system. So what we're going to do is disconnect and then regenerate the smoke into the sewer system. So I got to stay here another 15, 20 minutes.
Here's a line here. This line right here was connected to the waste vent here. I'm not a big fan of, just because of sewer gases, but I had to cut this and cap this off right here because smoke was coming through the condensation line because it was all connected. So we had to isolate and cap that off, but we're not getting any smoke whatsoever. And we're not getting any smoke on that side either. They're coming in from another place.
I have this terrible feeling we've forgotten something.
Still waiting, guys. Starting to feel claustrophobic. It's a fresh air in here. Oh, it feels good. Jim! Raul! Enrique!
3 weeks later.
All right, it's about time. Smoke's on. I've been monitoring this for a good 10 minutes. We're not getting any smoke whatsoever. Time to get out of here.
Liza,
Yeah.
when was the last time you heard activity?
We heard something last night.
You do have a lot of droppings. There's traps up there that are deployed, but you didn't catch anything. There's actually one dead, but it's all dry and crusty. We're not getting any indication that they're sewer rats, but we're going to continue to explore here.
Okay.
Okay, we are getting smoke in the attic here. It's coming right down this path right over here, more towards the bathroom.
I literally thought we weren't getting any smoke, and then Dave gets up there and sees it. So now we've got to get up in the attic.
And it's a tight attic. Who's gonna go in the attic this time? I know. Let's have Liza think of a number between 1 and 10. The closest to that number doesn't go up in the attic.
Ooh.
So Liza, we hate going up into attics, so we have a twin challenge today. So we want you to think of a number between 1 and 10. The twin that chooses the number closest to it doesn't have to go up in the attic. So think of that number right now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Jimmy first.
2. David is 6.
7.
2 for 2 today. I'm 2 for 2 today.
Uh-oh.
Dave's going up in the attic.
Check this out. It's an old rat skull. Look at that. Oh, yeah. It's like right out of a movie, huh? It's really coming out over here strong. I literally have no room. I'm not liking this. Crawl suit keeps getting caught up on nails.
It must feel awfully claustrophobic.
Okay. There's rat droppings right there. Where is that smoke coming from? I don't see any openings here. All the smoke was coming from this area. That's so weird.
Just tell me where it is.
Jim! Time to kick the smoke back on. Now I'm starting to see the smoke back where I came through. I found it. It's right there. There it is. There it is. Woo! Okay, time to shut the smoke off. This is rewarding. So when you do have to crawl, you gotta get into those nasty, dirty places, but you find something like this, just gets you so excited. Yeah, and you can see the rat grease. So they're crawling up here and then traveling it over here. Can't believe it, I was crawling underneath this.
Walked right past it.
Dave's identifying another section of smoke coming out of the attic.
Jim, does it look like it's coming this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yep, it's coming out right there.
All right, so we don't have the parts to cap this off, but we're just gonna temporarily put some tape, re-smoke, because I think there's another area breach coming this way. I just can't tell. Turn that smoke back on.
This corner right here.
It's that corner, right?
Oh yeah, tons.
It's a 2-inch pipe right here.
It's coming out of this wall, Dave.
I know, but I don't see any openings where the rats can get in.
So we know that there's a breach in that wall though, but they're not hearing them in the walls, Dave. They're just hearing
I
them
know.
here in the attic.
They may have chewed inside the wall.
Right.
And then they're just using this to get into the attic.
Right, but they're not hearing anything inside the wall. So I think what we ought to do, Dave, is let's go ahead and repair that up here and see if the activity stops. If it continues in the wall, they have no choice but to open up. So glad I went 2 for too, guys, but I do feel bad for my brother. He did the crawl and the attic. I'm gonna feed him good today. I'm gonna treat him for a good, nutritious lunch.
I feel like I lost about 10 pounds. My six-pack is coming out.
Okay, Liza, we have good news and some bad news. What do you want first?
Good news.
Good news, okay. Actually, let me show you this first. This is a dried up rat.
Oh, lovely.
So it's either been eaten by another rat or maggots. But here's the golden nugget right here. A wide open pipe.
Whoa.
That's where the rats were coming in.
Smoke was just coming right out.
It was never capped?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
I think what happened was they put in a Santee because they were going to pick up other vents.
And they forgot.
And they forgot to connect to that, or they just didn't utilize it and forgotten.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So what we do is when we find the first breach, we cap that off, and then we introduce smoke again. We
Okay.
got smoke coming out of this wall, so there's a breach inside this wall, but you never hear activity in this wall?
I don't think so. Most of the activity we've heard is definitely
Okay.
over there.
What I look for is big holes where the rats can come up. There's no holes there, it's just smoke.
And
So-
is there any way to do like a small, like investigative hole in the wall?
We could put a camera down, camera up, and then figure out if there's any nesting, droppings, and where that breach is at.
In my mind, that makes a lot of sense to do that. I'm so done with construction.
Yep.
So I'd rather just do what we need
That's
to
right.
do. Like, I trust you guys.
What a major find. Oh, it's disgusting. I can smell it. Oh.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Liza,
What?
look at this. Son, look at
I
this.
don't know if I want to look.
You have to.
Oh,
Come
what did you
here.
say?
Look at that. See the droppings?
Ooh.
This was a cut pipe.
Smell it?
I'm gonna take a photo.
Yeah, take a little video for Nigel.
Oh my god, that's all rat poop.
All rat poop.
All in here.
Ugh, so gross.
Now you see how important it is to open up the wall. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and extract all of the droppings inside the 2-inch pipe.
Would you look at that?
It looks like a black bean soup. So you see how important it is, you guys. Once you identify the first breach and you get the smoke, you gotta cap that off and then reintroduce the smoke again. You can never ever assume that that was the only one. And this proves my point right here.
Now that we've solved everything, I've re-energized because I'm excited to show you my new attic rat trap that I invented. Check it out. All right, guys, so I was inspired because of all the pain points that we deal with when it comes to getting those rats out of the attic. Having to go up and see if you caught them, having to figure out where the rat traps are, and the rats taking off with your bait. So I created the attic rat trap. Very easy to identify where your rat traps are, easy to take in and out of the attic, and really compact. I added a camera right here to notify you when to get up in that attic and deal with it. The other thing is I put a bait port in here. You load up dog food or cat food. The smell, the aroma releases out of here, luring them into the rat trap. You can glue dog food right to the feeder plate here. The other cool feature is if you don't want to deal with that rat, all you do is take the handle here and release that old stinky dirty rat into a bag or a bucket without having to touch it. What's your thoughts? You guys think it's genius or just kind of a waste of time? Leave your comments on what you think about the attic rat trap. All right, so the local hardware store was out of the hard plastic caps, but we lined this one up here with the fused metal and a little piece inside the pipe too. Put this together like this, and there's no way a rat's gonna be chewing through this.
Good job today. Crawling, attic.
Great find. That's exciting.
I think Liza and Nigel are gonna want the rat dance.
This is definitely deserving of the rat dance. Oh, I love the smell of this. Twinzyme. Put the link right here so you guys can order some. How cool that is. Just sits right up here. You won't get a bloody rat all over. I'm just gonna add a little bit of flavor. Give it some freshness. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we are activated. What's cool about it is you could still move this around with the trap activated, so it's not going to deploy. Move it right here. Get this camera set up. What do you guys think? You think there's a rat left up in this attic here?
I'm so relieved to have this handled. Thank you so much to all of you for such great work. I really appreciate it.
You got it. Thank you.
Wow, guys, took about six and a half hours to get all this taken care of. You can see the big relief on Liza's face. Amazing what we found in that pipe. Leave your comments down below, guys.
Hit the subscribe button.
And we'll see you on the next one.